So, how did you hear about Peter Marsden, then?
The usual route. It wasn't hard, him being ex-job.
Was it worth it?
Well, it's still too early to tell.
Well, maybe I can help you. Tell me what you're trying to find out.
Well, I'd heard about a scandal involving an old girlfriend of yours at Hendon. A girlfriend who suddenly had to leave.
An old girlfriend?
Yeah, that's right.
So that's what's had you sniffing about, is it? You're trying to find out if your superintendent's bent? Well, I can tell you now, you're barking up the wrong tree, Jack.
Well, I heard differently.
You must be desperate, then. Why don't you grab a seat, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
So, what's this all about?
I want to know if you're going to tell internal investigations about Tony.
I haven't decided yet.
If you go in there and you say that Danny Glaze saw Lee hugging Tony, have you got any idea what that's going to do? It was only a hug, Jim.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying there's a way out of this. You could stand down as FLO and then you wouldn't have to say anything. I mean, you said yourself earlier you're in an impossible position.
Who would take over?
Well, Brandon.
Oh.
But no, come on. He's not as involved as you are. He doesn't have a history with Tony.
Yeah, it was your idea I'd do it in the first place. And how do you think this will make me look with D.I. Cullen asking to be taken off?
It doesn't matter how it looks. I mean, all right, go and tell him the truth. Say that you're too involved. But, Jim, look at yourself. This is really getting to you. Why don't you put an end to it now?
There was no girlfriend. It was Peter Marsden's sister. She hanged herself. Peter was the one who found her. Peter was in shreds. Parents couldn't cope. I was around. I made all the arrangements. It seemed the least that I could do.
So why the secrecy? Why was Marsden's name kept in the closet till now?
There was no secrecy. We just lost touch.
You lost touch?
Yeah, he didn't want to see me for a while.
Was there any reason for that?
I did everything I could to find out what happened. I dug around a bit, came up with nothing. After that, we just drifted apart. I don't really blame him, because I think every time he looked into my face, he saw his dead sister's body.
And that's it?
I want your assurance.
What assurance?
That you will drop this completely. I don't care about me. But I think Peter Marsden's been through enough, don't you?
So?
Come in. Got some news about the case?
It's not about the case, sir.
Oh?
I want to be taken off it. I don't want to be the Dwyer's FLO anymore.
I see. Can I ask what's happened to make you change your mind?
It was like you said, sir. With P.C. Stapp being a long-term friend of mine, there was a possible conflict of interests.
Regarding anything in particular?
Nothing in particular, sir, just in general.
If I didn't know you to be a man who takes his professional role very seriously, I think you were hiding something.
Look, sir, I just don't feel comfortable on the case anymore.
All right, P.C. Carver, if that's your decision.
It is, sir.
Gov? Chandler's just had me in to talk about Marsden.
What did he say?
This girl that Des mentioned, she was Marsden's sister, and she killed herself.
No. Well, that's it. What's that got to do with Chandler?
Apart from holding Marsden's hand, nothing. All we've managed to do is drag up some heartache that was best left where it was. Look, Mickey, I know what it means to you, you know, with the fire and Kate and everything.
You know, the only thing that keeps me going is the fact that I'm getting closer to bringing Chandler to his knees.
Well, you're not going to do it with this, because he's in the clear. I'm sorry, Mickey, but we're going to have to let this one go.
Somebody else you've reduced to tears.
Let's come through, Lucy.
Wait, I want a word with you.
What for?
When I asked you how Martin found out about me and Kerry, you lied to me.
I didn't. I said I didn't tell her. I told that cow in there. She's the one who grassed you up to Martin.
Oh, well, that makes all the difference then.
Oh, that's gratitude for you. If I hadn't have warned you about Leon the dealer, you would have been in real trouble now. Can't win, can I?
You can't win? Oh, right.
Do you want to tell me what's happened?
I just had the most horrible phone call.
From Graham Doran.
He was really angry. He said because I got the police involved, he's going to kill me.
Do you know where he's calling from?
It was a mobile number. I wrote it down.
OK, we'll pay him another visit. Maybe we didn't make ourselves clear the first time.
But if you go around and see him, he'll know I've spoken to you again. It'll just make him worse.
Don't worry, I've met his type before. We know how to deal with him. In the wrong job, mate.
What now?
We went back round to your work. They told us you'd left early.
Well, there's no crime against that, is there? Came home so I could help with the baby.
PCs, Bradford and Carver, Sunhill Community Safety Unit. And you are?
Karen Doran. Graham, is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. It's just a problem with work. Look, why don't you take Laura for a minute?
No, it's not a problem with work. It's a problem with Lucy Corrigan. She said you called her and threatened her.
Lucy?
Come inside.
Could you tell me what this is about?
Lucy Corrigan says your husband's been sending her threatening emails and phoning her.
It's a load of rubbish.
I don't believe this, Graham. You told me you've had nothing to do with her anymore.
I haven't. She's making it up. I told you what she was like.
Mr. Doran, do you own a mobile phone number 0737 44777000?
Yeah.
Can we see it, please?
Have you phoned Lucy recently?
No, I haven't.
Well, it's in here. Now, you told us you'd had no contact with her, and she says you telephoned her this afternoon and threatened her.
I didn't threaten her. I called her to ask why she was accusing me of sending hate mail. She just got nasty and put the phone down.
You lied to me.
I'm sorry, Karen. It was just a phone call. There's nothing to get upset about. Karen, it's not what it looks like. Karen, for God's sake! I'm sorry about that. She's a bit sensitive lately. I'm trying to make deadlines and deal with the baby and now this.
She works from home?
Yeah, designs websites.
I'll have a word.
Can I ask you a couple more questions?
Let me give you a hand. Look, why don't we put this stuff in the front interview room? Then it won't get mistaken for prisoner's property.
Thanks, June.
A few weeks before I had Laura, a friend told me she'd seen Graham and Lucy together in a bar. I asked him about it and he denied it. Said he'd just been out with some friends from work.
Do you think Graham still holds a torch for her?
He says it's the other way round.
And you believed him?
I didn't see any reason not to at the time.
So, do you know Lucy Corrigan?
Not personally, but I know her type. She's a home wrecker. A stupid little bitch who hates to see anyone happy. And someone should put a stop to her.
So, where are you off to?
I've got someone waiting for me out front. Charlie Wright, a phone fraud investigator I worked with once. I am going to get my phone back.
You've got nothing better to do?
There's been a spate of clownings lately. I thought someone ought to get to the bottom of it.